In this video, we will show you how to replace your fuel filler neck on this Toyota Camry. This will be located partially under your vehicle. Let's get into it. To start replacing the fuel filler neck, we're going to open up the fuel door and remove the fuel cap. Once you have that cap off of there, you want to give the seal a close inspection, make sure it's still in good working order. We'll set this aside. Now that we've removed the fuel cap and set it aside, the next thing we have to do is safely raise and support the vehicle so we can start removing our driver's side rear wheel. With the vehicle raised, we'll continue on to removing the wheel by removing all 5 of our 21mm lug nuts, and then we can pull this out of place. When removing this, we're going to start with the rear mud flap here. This is held in place with 3 Phillips head screws. You can see 2 out in the open inside the wheel well. The other one's tucked just behind this area. Let's start with the ones we can easily see. Way under here. We'll set this aside. At this point, we can move this panel around quite a bit. We'll continue on to our 10mm headed mounting bolt holding this in. We'll hold onto the plate while we continue here. Now we can start moving this around. Right up at the top, there's a small plastic clip. Just go ahead and depress that and slide this out of place. Follow the fuel filler neck under the body of the vehicle. You're going to find 2 12mm bolts holding the filler neck in place. There's going to be one here. If you were to follow this, you'll find a second one. But before we start removing either of those, let's loosen the clamps for each of our fuel hoses along the backside here. On my application, I'll be using a 1/4" socket, and I'll also be using an 8mm socket for these clamps. Your size may vary. Just slide that down the hose. Once you have those clamps slid far enough, we'll continue on with a hose pick and carefully make our way in between the hose and the filler neck tubes, attempting to break them free so they'll easily slide out of place as we remove the filler neck. Now let's start removing our 12mm mounting bolts. There isn't much room in this area. Make sure you don't get your socket stuck. If you need to, you could switch to a ratcheting wrench. Make our way out here with our 12mm now. Keep in mind, this is the final thing holding this fuel filler neck in place. As you remove this, you want to be careful not to let it fall down and potentially hurt you. Now we can start pulling the fuel filler neck out from where it's located along the top inside that fender. Just gently start tugging it down. And now we'll start pulling the fuel filler neck out and away from the 2 hoses that we had loosened those clamps on. We'll pivot this down as necessary so we can start removing it. There it is, friend. Now that we have that out of there, the next thing we have to do is clean and inspect both of our hoses. Make sure they're soft and pliable, not rotted and hard, but also not cracked in any way. If it looks like they're rotted and damaged, go ahead and replace them. These ones are fine. Let's continue with our installation. It's time to install our brand new fuel filler neck. We'll be taking this and starting to get it in position. We're going to have to try rolling this in, so we'll be starting with the area that goes up with the hoses and roll the neck area up inside that wheel well at the same time as necessary. Let's try to align both of the hoses at the same time. Press this in as far as possible. Just keep pressing this as far as possible here. We're attempting to align our mounting bolt hole. Once you've gotten to that point, we can pause on pushing this in and we'll make our way out here. We have to transfer over that bracket in this area so we can reinstall the bracket and the mounting bolts up in here, holding everything together. On the original fuel filler neck, we have to remove this bracket. The bracket is held in place with two 10mm headed mounting bolts. I've sprayed this with penetrant. It's pretty common for these bolts to be stuck in place. There's one with a washer. A close inspection, we'll set it aside. Continue on to the next one here. Now we can remove the bracket. There's the outer aspect. We'll take this out of here and transfer it over to the brand new fuel filler neck. We'll start with this bracket. It's going to slide right on through here. Now we can continue on with the rest of this. Once you've started in both of the mounting bolts, go ahead and snug them up. Now we can start installing our mounting bolt here. We'll just start this one in and we can make our way over, start in the other, and tighten both. They're both started in. Let's make sure they're nice and tight. Our way out here, snug it up. Now that this is fully secured, let's make our way back to tightening up each one of those two hose clamps. For the larger clamp, I'm using my 8mm again. As I said before, your size may vary. I like to make sure these are nice and tight using a hand ratchet so I know exactly how it feels. We don't want to have a leak in this area. Now it's time for our next clamp. Same process. We'll make sure it's nice and tight. Double check each one of these hoses. Now it's time for the plastic shield here. We're going to bring this, align it with the upper mounting tab there. We'll press it in. Once you've done that, we're going to align our mounting bolt hole here. Start in your 10mm mounting bolt and snug it up. Now it's time for our mud flap. Start getting this in position here. We have 3 screws, 2 along the inboard side where the wheel well would be, and 1 along the back side there. Double check, make sure that's secured. Let's reinstall our wheel. We'll get the wheel in place. Start on all 5 of your 21mm lug nuts, get the wheel back on the ground, and we can torque each of these to 76 foot-pounds. With the wheel on the ground, we'll torque these in a crisscross manner. Torqued. Now it's time to reinstall our fuel cap. We'll get this aligned, turn it clockwise, listen for a click. Close the fuel door. Okay, friend, we finished our installation. At this point, the next thing it's always a good idea to do is head to the fueling station, fuel up, and make sure you have no fuel leaks. After that, go ahead and take your vehicle for a road test. Thanks for watching.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.